France is one of those cases where I'm not going to say there's too much money, but sometimes it felt in the last few years that the market was overheated with state money all over the place and dozens and dozens and dozens of VCs, some of them great, and we've worked with many of them, and we have great respect for the French VCs. But I think at this stage we would add very little. And the truth is, if you have a focus in a few countries, that's already quite a lot of work, right? We get dozens of pitch decks every week. We get hundreds of emails that I delete or we delete if it doesn't say +351, +34, +39, or if the guy is not called Pablo or she's not called Sophia, or just delete the whole thing, right? Because you cannot look at all the messages on LinkedIn and that you get from Uzbekistan and the US and Alaska and Argentina, and just delete, right? So I think we need to focus. We have chosen South Europe, excluding France, although I think France is kind of South Europe and kind of, for us, is a little bit more sort of Central Europe in a way. We've also excluded Greece, right? A lot of people said, why not Greece? I mean, Greece has a great ecosystem, right? So we could have done, I guess, Greece and Malta and Cyprus. I don't know, even other southern sort of Mediterranean countries. But the truth, you cannot do everything. We also have some doubts about, particularly when you do early stage up to Series A, which is really our core. We also do later stage, but it hasn't been the core. To do it on a scale, on a sort of a continent scale, I have severe doubts about that model, unless you have significant local presence, a lot of people, and therefore you need to have a very, very big team. Strategies that involve pan-European, they might sound good to some LPs in the sense that, okay, these guys are going to see everything that happens in Europe, but I doubt that these teams see everything that there is in Europe, because certainly they don't see everything that happens in Portugal. I know some funds come here, but Sequoia came here for an afternoon. Did they see the Portuguese ecosystem? Absolutely not, right? So it is difficult to cover the whole of Europe, harder than what the Americans have, which is, okay, they're in the valley and they see pretty much everything. Not true either, because nowadays there's also a lot of other great companies coming from all over the US, but at least you have a size that is concentrated there in the valley. That doesn't happen in Europe. There's really a distributed capacity.